Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. In this video, we are going to pray for strengthening of Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. And, and I will explain why we strengthen this rural employment scheme and situation of daily wage earners in India. This article I wrote on 18th April 2020, and my suggestion already I sent to our union government through citizens portal mygovernment.In. Content for this video I given in the description. You can go through and study. Situation of daily wage earners in India. At least one in every five persons who committed suicide in 2018 was a daily wage earner, and every sixth victim was a housewife, according to the latest report released by the National Crime Record Bureau. The report has also revealed that 62.2% of suicide victims in 2018 had less than rupees 1 lakh annual income. In 2017, out of total 89,019 male suicides, 25,159 were committed by daily wage earners. People in the age group of 18 to 45 are the most vulnerable groups resorting to suicides. To mitigate people migrated to cities, we should implement the PURA, that is provision of urban amenities to rural areas, which is the initiative of Dr.A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. As per the scheme, arrange all the specialities whatever have in urban areas should do in villages. To make self-reliance in rural, three sectors, namely agriculture, production and rural industry service sector should be developed. Then only rural development will occur. Social reform in rural will happen by fastest sustainable economic growth in rural villages. To accomplish this, we should make rural people more knowledgeable and gives them better awareness. When this will happen, our population will be as assets to India, not like burden. India was seen more than 5 years plan, but that plan's outcome for rural economy country based on our production in global, and we are the second position in agricultural production in global countries and contribute 17 to 18 percentage of our GDP. In year 2018 and 19, total food production was 281 million tons. But considering all this growth, it will not assure the hunger-free and poverty-free India. According to Global Hunger Index, we are the 102 place among 117 countries. In last 20 years, our hunger indices was improved from alarming 38.8 percentage to serious 30.03, but not developed towards hunger-free India. We can make in our India's hunger-free by strengthening Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act for 200 days with rupees 400 in rural and rupees 500 in urban. For this, the budgetary allocation for the scheme should have increase, and delay in payment for workers should stop. Delay in payment is unacceptable, especially in this digital era when beneficiary identification and money transfer are cheap and reliable. But last 5 years, people will get only average 43 days work with a wage between rupees 152 and 180. By this, with least amount, how can we expect hunger-free development community in rural villages? That is the reason they are migrated to urban cities. According to 2011 census, our population was 121 crores. Among these, 70% lived in villages, that is 83 crores. In this, 21.9 percentage people lived below poverty line, that is around 27 crores people below poverty line. by Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act scheme, 26.16 crores people employed. By this 100 days guarantee scheme in year 2015, it was gives only 48.85 days with salary of rupees 154, and in year 2016 to 17 it was 46 days with rupees 161, and in year 2017 and 18 it was 45 days with rupees 169, and in year 2018 to 19 it was 50.88 days with rupees 179. In year 2019 and 20 only 37.2 days with rupees 180. From this we can understand wages are little increased with inflation, but working days are gradually decreased. So the present BJP government not interested to reform and strengthen this Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act scheme with increasing wages and days. Because of not implement this Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Scheme, by stringent more influx of people from rural to urban happened. So by through them purchase consumption increased in cities, but rural economy is downtrodden. The Development and Migration Commission report released in 2018 for Uttarakhand had shown that because of rapid migration, some villages in the state have been left with a population in single digits. The report also showed that over 500 villages have seen around 50% migration, and this has made them turn into ghost towns. Last year, Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, who was then the army chief, had raised the issue of migration. He had said that Indian Army will extend support to provide basic facilities such as roads and telecommunication services in the villages adjacent to international border at Indo-China border. Uttarakhand shares the international border with China and Nepal. China disputes the alignment of the border, and have been several incursion attempts over the year by Chinese troops. So there is an urgent need to prevent depopulation of border villages. The government has to provide essential infrastructure along with power supply and other amenities such as the internet. Preservation of population of the hills is of vital importance because of cultural as well as strategic significance. According to the state government, since the 2011 census, a total of 734 villages have become completely depopulated and turned into ghost villages. Per day, 138 people migrated from Uttarakhand village in the last 10 years. 50% of village residential left their homes in search of work, 15% for education, and 8% for medical facilities. Out of these, around 20 are adjacent to the international borders. So, for our national security reason, this migration should be stopped by good implementation of Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act to arrest migration from the hill state, which also has national security implications. Next, it should be extending to Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Acts to urban India, for there is unemployment there. Corruption and poor administration also prevails in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. For example, in Punjab, only about 3% of registered workers are getting jobs for 100 days in under this scheme. This cuts rural households at daily wages. Only a minuscule portion of daily wage earners are meeting the threshold of 100-day employment. One of the reasons blamed for this poor performance is the lack of awareness and illiteracy among workers. The SOP is that workers register for work following which they are informed about the details of assigned work allotment letter. but it was found that this procedure is largely sidestepped as workers are not aware of their rights because of illiteracy. It not only leads to irregularities but also causes delay in the release of payment. Punjab government dismissed 5 employees of the Rural Development Department in a 2.59 crore scam in this scam. These employees allegedly submitted payment receipts and indulged in the other irregularities. To curtail this type of problem, social auditing should be mandatory in all villages development work. Amen.